Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, January 3, 2023. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has sounded the warning that this year government will be focused on ensuring the opportunities and loopholes to escape justice are closed. As he welcomed the new year in a message to Jamaicans, the Prime Minister asserted that 2023 is the year when Jamaica will start to see a sustained reduction in violent crimes, particularly murders, and an increase in public order and safety.
This year, a clear message will be sent to violence producers that law enforcement and the criminal justice system is not a revolving door. Criminals will begin to understand that we are changing the risk-reward dynamic of crime in Jamaica. The probability of being caught is great. The penalty for crimes is high, and the opportunities and loopholes to escape justice are being closed.
Pointing to the new Firearms Act, which came into force on November 1 last year, Mr. Holness says the rate of arrest for illegal firearm offenses will increase.
I want to take this opportunity to appeal to our young men who are both the perpetrators of gun crime and the victims of gun crimes to turn away from guns. Avoid persons who you know have guns or have dealings with guns. The probability of being arrested and taken out of society for at least 15 years is increasing daily.
He says government is steadily building out the legal framework to treat appropriately with those determined to perpetuate violence in society. As a result, over the next few months, amendments will be taken to Parliament to significantly increase the penalty for murder to over 30 years. In addition, the new Bail Act is expected to get Parliament's approval, while new corrections, fingerprint, and enhanced security measures bills will be tabled. Meanwhile, Minister of National Security Dr. Horace Chang is assuring Jamaicans that effective measures are in place to prevent the violation of human rights under the states of public emergency SOEs. Dr. Chang gave the assurance at the recent press conference where SOEs were declared for Westmoreland, Hanover, St. James, Clarendon, St. Catherine, St. Anne, Kingston, and St. Andrew.
Law-abiding citizens can rest assured that the net fishing practice of times past no longer applies to today's security operations. All the required measures have been put in place to prevent the violation of human rights, while targeting, apprehending, and removing violence producers from these communities.
He adds that the SOEs are restoring a sense of normality for law-abiding citizens, and the government is pursuing a strategic approach to combating crime and violence.
As we pursue our policy and legislative changes that are required to support the work of security forces, we will utilize all the resources available to protect law-abiding citizens.
The capability of the police to issue electronic tickets will more than double with the arrival of e-ticketing devices in the next few weeks. Prime Minister Andrew Holness made the announcement in his New Year's Day message to the country.
Under this new system, warrants will be issued in a seamless and timely manner. Traffic violators will no longer be able to ignore tickets they have accumulated and continue to drive recklessly without consequences.
He says the new Road Traffic Act, which comes into effect on February 1, will go a far way in bringing order to our roadways.
Motorists are encouraged to address their outstanding tickets at the courts before the new law takes effect.
Legislation will be tabled this year requiring Jamaicans to separate their garbage as government seeks to change the culture of waste management in the country. In making the announcement, Prime Minister Andrew Holness says this policy change will begin with government entities.
Cabinet has already agreed and decided that a policy directive will be issued shortly to all government entities, requiring them to institute measures for the separation of the waste they generate. This will include all schools and hospitals.
The Prime Minister, who was delivering his New Year's Day message, says later this year, government will also pass legislation to increase the fines for illegal and improper disposal of municipal waste.
The ultimate transformation of our municipal waste system requires behavior change on the part of our citizens. Litterers and polluters must pay.
In the meantime, he says, the administration is far advanced with the development of a business case for an integrated waste management solution. This will involve a new sanitary landfill to replace Riverton, divested municipal waste collection and management, and development of a waste-to-energy plant.
The solution will be implemented through a public-private partnership, and aspects of the plan will begin to manifest this year.
And finally, Minister with Responsibility for Information Robert Morgan has announced the appointment of Enthros Campbell as the new Chief Executive Officer of the Jamaica Information Service, JIS. Minister Morgan has hailed the appointment of the former Deputy CEO as a forward step in the evolution of JIS. He says the fact that the Public Service Commission was able to promote from within the entity is of positive significance and speaks to the quality of individuals working in the public service. Ms. Campbell, who was selected by the Services Commission from several persons who had applied for the CEO position, has been appointed on a 2-year contract, effective October 1, 2022. Prior to her appointment, Ms. Campbell acted in the position following the departure of former CEO Mrs. Donna Marie Rowe. The new head of the agency says she's honored to have been selected to serve her country at this level and looks forward to leading Team JIS to even greater heights. Ms. Campbell has previously served in editorial capacities in the JIS's radio and television departments, as well as manager of the radio department, director of production, and deputy CEO of the agency. She has also spearheaded the media management and coordination for state, official, and national events. Enthros Campbell is a graduate of the University of the West Indies with a Bachelor of Arts in History and Spanish and a Master's in Spanish Translation. She has received several awards over the years, including the Press Association of Jamaica PAJ Award for Excellence in 2019 and the 2013 Civil Servant of the Year Award. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.